French wire is a great addition to any design. It helps bridge the distance between your thread and your findings, and it helps protect the thread so that it doesn't wear through. We're going to cut a length of thread about 6 inches longer than your project requires, and then the French wire will start by cutting 2 1/4-inch pieces. That's a pretty good amount for working the thread over your finding. And you can use scissors or flush cutters. Thread the needle onto your thread. Thread on the first bead in your project. And then as you pass through that first bead, the eye will collapse, which is what makes these beading needles so wonderful. Thread on the piece of your French wire that you cut, and the loop on your finding. In this case, the loop on half of your clasp. And we're going to scoot everybody down to about the lower part of the design, of the length of thread, leaving about 3 inches, or just enough for a comfortable knot. Pass the thread and needle back through the bead. Pull the thread, bring all the parts together. French wire wants to be curved, and you just want to make sure that it's curved evenly on either side of the bead and your finding. And then use that tail thread that you had and your working thread and tie 2 overhand knots to secure. Pulling them tightly so they rest really closely up against that bead. Add a drop of hypo cement to the knot. Let that cure, and then we're going to trim the extra piece of the tail, and then we'll move on to finishing.